Did Hitler go to Antarctica? This is top secret, since other colonial countries preceded Germany in establishing colonies in Asia, Africa, and South America, and did not leave many of the colonies to Germany, which prompted the Germans to surprise the world and do something unusual, which was to search for German colonies under the seas and oceans by sending a fleet of advanced German submarines to the continent of Antarctica. And here Hitler's journey towards the South Pole. The Schwabenland expedition sailed from Hamburg on the 17th of December 1938, heading south. The crew was made up of 82 and included 2 seaplanes and devices for measuring temperatures, a fuel mixture that did not freeze, and a month's supplies packed in 60 parachute bags in case of a rescue mission. In addition, 50 metal spears with Nazi flags were placed on them to be used to mark the new territory. In their farewell to German territory, Hitler's deputy, State Secretary Rudolf Hess, encouraged the members of the Schwabenland expedition, recalling the importance of the mission to the plan of the Third Reich. The Nazis set their sights on Antarctica in the late 1930s for various reasons. Germany lost several African colonies in World War I, a naval base in China, and a landing on the Pacific, which meant a significant reduction in ports at various latitudes. The new government knew that, faced with an inevitable new global conflict, it would need bases in the southern hemisphere, essential to supply ships and submarines. The sub-Antarctic islands were an ideal opportunity to add ports without coming into direct conflict with another nation. The Swabian expedition set out in January and February 1939, a group of 82 German explorers flying. Immediately after the Germans arrived in Antarctica, they established a large colony on it, where it still exists to this day. Germany's arrival on the mysterious continent aroused the curiosity of many countries, most notably the United States of America, which was trying to spy and find out what the Germans were doing there. In World War II, which ended with the defeat of Germany, which prompted America to repeat the situation and send its envoys to the continent of Antarctica. They were surprised by the presence of a large human colony, where the Germans had brought more than 9,000 women to the continent, and they intermarried with the soldiers there and had children. Perhaps the most prominent question that was asked was how the Germans were able to establish a human supernova on the continent, given the harsh environmental conditions in Antarctica, which is the coldest place on Earth, and 98% of its area is snow. But in fact, under the ice crust of Antarctica, there is a very large network of underground caves, all of which are warm and possible to live in. The Schwabenland expedition measured ocean temperatures, corrected nautical charts, and studied underwater terrain. The next day, German planes scanned and photographed the entire continent. On February 5th, the expedition raised the Nazi flag at the site of the future base, captured 4 emperor penguins, and began its return to Germany. The crew arrived in Cape Town a month later, where a congratulatory telegram from German Air Commander Hermann Göring awaited them. In mid-April, the Schwabenland docked in Hamburg, where it was received by the highest authorities, and Hitler himself joined in the congratulations with a message to the scouts.